and welcome to everybody. Good evening and have a wonderful day. I am assuming, and you are able to join. To this topic, when Tara was coming to me and saying that what is the topic you should take this time, and I was very keen. I said yes because a lot of clients, customer prospects are keep coming on July, August time. How to take care of the kids' education, and especially if in case they are going abroad. So that is the one thing which I have seen so many times all the parents the anxiety how to get an admission to take make sure if admission is there how to take care of the cost because cost is nowhere related nowadays to inflation we will say 6% 7%. There is nothing like that. It is much more beyond, and that's what I'm trying to say here, being a mother of two who has just finished her masters in Singapore and working there. And I have Tara, allow me.
Ma'am, please share the screen now.
Yeah. So just a disclaimer, I have a very bad cold actually. So uh, a mother of two, as I said, one is already done the masters and started working in Singapore, and son is in 19th year old and he is doing second year of degree. So how people should be able to take care of kids' education? It's a very important part of it. So education planning cannot wait. So a lot of time people will say that, oh Rashna, I have already done the investment for my kid's name. There are two plots I have taken, and when they are growing, I will just sell it and do it. I have seen people sometimes when they got the admission, they were not able to get the money and they have to leave 1 year. And sometimes it is not possible ki, okay, when the market is up, my kids will go up or otherwise no. So these are actually very time dependent. So we know that when the kids are going to be 18, how we have to make sure then how to take care of the kids' education nowadays. Forget it abroad. I am telling you about in India also. On an average, people is 5 lakhs. I think so. Year fees it is coming. So we need to make sure that how to manage those because it is much more beyond just 5 lakhs, and then too it's not monthly. They just take it in a one shot. So how we can plan it in advance so we don't get an anxiety and kids get what they love to study, what they like to pursue in their uh, education or in a future, and we are helping them over the period. So these are the things when we have to take care of a kid's education, or we call education planning perspective. So two things we have to see. One is the corpus, and second is how many years we have to make sure that does it. So most of the time, I just today's this is my third webinar in a day today, and I somebody was telling how you manage, and I said whatever done it, it's like a normally what I do, keep telling people to do it. So I have done it to the time they have born, opened the bank account and done the SIP for them for an 80 years. When they were 18, they have already got a good corpus. So you are aware of that. Ki actually, I don't have to worry about ki I have to have money enough or not. Because education inflation is much more beyond, I can say, on the normal inflation perspective. School fees, you must have seen the kids' fees itself is going more than 10%. So how we should make sure what we have to do. So many times people will say, Rachna, I don't know what my kid is going to do. You're not sure of. I'm saying not your everybody's kids you don't know because they're young, or even after the 12th standard, they still don't know what to do. But can we take an average some what you call fees, and then we can start working across over the period. So we have to know how the normal degree is normally having an education across and how it will be. So most of the time, if I take it in a private engineering college or a medicine or 2 years MBA, it's costing 12 lakhs, 75 lakhs or 28 lakhs. So if your kid is, let us say, now 8 years old, so 10 years later, what will be the value? So that is what we should make sure that my kid is when it is 18, I should have at least 31 lakhs. And if he's medicine, that's a 1.95 crores. And this is recently somebody told Rachna, when you are taking medicine, you have to take care of MD, you have to take care of MS. That is much, much more than just an MBBS. That's a different question. And when you have in an MBA, so if you are in a, most of the time, even I keep telling people, if required, you should do an education if you can afford it. You can have the graduation in India, and maybe you can have a abroad masters kind of it. So in India, it is just talking about Indian, but if it is in abroad, normally it costs around a crore to crore and a half perspective. So these are the things we have to consider when we are looking across taking care of the kids' education. So in one day or 2 days over the night, this amount doesn't come because it's a very huge. But I there's another thing, you have always a savior. You don't have to worry much, which you can able to take care. We can see how you can take when you have a more time, you have power of compounding, you can take care. Otherwise, we can still take the education loan, which is a second alternative. So if you are starting today, so you have to start thinking how you have to start keeping across to measure the 14 years for an admission, how to pay the money. If you are in a fixed deposit, how to take care and how to take care of the fees if it is growing. So I always felt things which is long term. So long term is kids' education, their marriage, or retirement. You should always put it in equity funds, and more than equity funds, balance advantage. My one time always balance advantage funds are a good because it's in a balanced and still it is giving you good returns. There are few child gift funds are there which is lock in for 18. So most of the time, otherwise they have invested and they have removed the money, so it does not happen. Invest in the kid's name, and when they are 18, it will go to them, and there you are able to take care of that. Make sure that you are invested in equities because it is going to give a much more return. So a lot of time people says, okay, why don't I take it in a Sukanya Samriddhi if it is a daughter? So yes, you can do it as Sukanya Samriddhi, but it is anyway, it is a long term. So it is giving you 8.5% returns, which is coming at 20 months. So if I keep the same long term for 10, 15 years, at least you will be able to get 12 to 12.5% plus. So I always feel, I have never done, but it's not, the product is not good. As a debt fund, you can do it because it's a tax free. But when you're looking as a growth and the kids can have a better corpus for their masters, or if it is still more, you can use for the wedding. So make sure that you put it in a equity when you're looking for a long term. Goal mapping is very, very important. So most of the time, insurance people normally do it one for a kid, which I have also done when our kids were small. So I have done it an SIP in their name. I have done it on one insurance for them because it's called waiver of income. So if I am not there, the premium will not go, but the money will come to them when they're 18, which is just a base things to taken care, and the SIP take care of the bigger thing. So whenever somebody is looking for a school fees, which is annually, I always says make sure that is a part of your monthly expense. Either you do RD or you do SIP in a debt funds, which will be taken care on the school fees basis. Most of the time, you have to start looking across when it is they are 9 and above, because lot of coaching centers are required. You need a more money for their preparation for the graduation or NEET or whatever the different competitive exams. So that is the another things. Please try to take care of that part of it. Most of the time, second is the undergrad. Undergrad we called as a graduation here, but normally it has been called undergrad after 12, 4 years. It's undergrad, which is depending on a people. On an average, I can tell you it has been 4 years for 25 lakhs. So I was just telling somebody recently, our son is doing a BBA honors. I used to think it is very easy to get BA, BCom and all. It is very easy. And now that fees is also, it's almost like a 3 to 5 lakhs, depending on the college. So please make sure those things plus 10% of inflation. What is the amount you are supposed to get it? And then we will do, we call the discounting and take care of a monthly investments. Easiest way is try to have your standing instruction from your bank to the kids bank and do SIP. I have seen myself the wonderful power of compounding, and I'm sure you will be also able to see, and we should have a peace of mind to do. So I'll just try to share my experience. In 2015 was the first time when me and Anil has gone for the vacation, leaving the kids. And that time, in the middle of the air, I said, if both die or the air crash, what will happen to the kids? And that was the day when I landed. I wrote it a will, but I was so much of peace of mind because here they have the godparents concept. So I know that somebody will take care of the kids, but how they can pay the a crore plus or something if they wanted to do education. So I was very have a peace of mind that time also in the middle of the year when I know I may not be living, that okay, we have enough money for them for the education, then when they are 18 they will be able to take care of a crore plus on a PG and a graduation, even though they are relatives or the godparents will take care of it. So sometimes when you start doing a systematic investment for their name, lock in their name, and that will be used only when they are 18, that is giving you more peace of mind and goal achievement than anything else. So this is a small video on why we should have. Tara, just tell if you are able to hear.
Admission in the best college or university for a child is one of the
Yes,
most
ma'am.
precious dreams of any parent. It requires two elements for this dream to turn into reality: your child's hard work and good grades, your financial preparedness. What if your child gets the good grades and gets the admission letter from her dream college and you are financially unable to fund that dream? Really scary situation, isn't it? Creating a corpus for your child's higher education requires you to start investing the day your child is born. According to rough estimates, on an annual basis, the education inflation is about 10%. If the cost of professional studies in your dream college is rupees 10 lakhs today and your child is just born, then after 18 years, the cost of the same fees would be rupees 55.59 lakhs. Such a huge corpus requires you to invest in a suitable product from the very first day your child is born. If you start early, you can accumulate the corpus easily. If you delay in starting investing, then achieving your goal would be difficult. Call us now to know the suitable and
So this is the what it has been trying to say in the same video, that how you should have the education fund, how to do it is you are on dot, you are able to achieve or not, what percentage of that you'll be able to achieve. These are the questions we should ask. And I keep telling you again and again, if we are not able to do, the good thing is the education loan is always an alternative, but that also need to be paid. So I always say as a person, it's good to start investing, but don't feel bad even if it is not, because you can do partially from your corpus and partially from the things. But this is a caution I have given so many people. Sometimes people have taken a PPF or PF. Money out and used for an education, but they got impacted on their retirement. So one caution I always say is, when you are doing an education, I think so, fees or the corpus, don't, because there is no loan for an retirement, but at least we have an education loan. So don't try to take from your portfolio which is required for a retirement kitty and then do it. This is the one caution I like to say about it. So set a fees target. So one is easiest way to understand is, let us say our kid is around 4 years old, and you'll say, again, I have 14 more years. If he is doing engineering or normal graduation, you need at least 25 lakhs. So 25 lakhs as on today, how much it will be after 14 years? That requirement we need to take it across. So if I need to have 1 crore after, let us say, 14 years, how much money I should be having as on today? And if I have taken care of any other goals may comes, so if I wanted to achieve around 1 crore with 11%, how much per month I should do SIP? So that are the things which we should derive it. I'm saying 11 is a very, very conservative. I normally take 12 to 13% returns. That is a very good, which you can easily start with. So whenever you invest, I normally tell them to start investing from the kids bank. because sometimes when you need a money, you know that this investment is for that kid. Otherwise, sometimes we redeem it, and then when they are coming for an education, you don't have money for them. So it is very clear in a portfolio when you are keeping any funds, you should be knowing these funds are for which goal. And if it is for a kids, please take it in a kids as an investor, even though they are minor, so it will be linked to you. But at least when you see the investment, it is coming under their name. So you will not redeem it in case if you want it for some reason. So, what are the different product people use for an education loan? And what I normally have been done it for my personal side also. So most of the time, if I'm just saying if the kids are already 15, 16 years old, so please try not to keep those funds in a equity, because I have seen people, they says okay, it will grow more and then I'll do. I said normally after before within 1.5 year before you start moving from equity to hybrid or a debt, because we don't know when the kids are going, that time market is low. So whenever you are talking about the keeping in the parking fund, we do tell them to use a arbitrage or a liquid funds. Lot of time recently, because market is down, people says okay, you have started a international funds and all. I said no, we used to always have an international fund, and being my means we are more dominated in the south side or Bangalore, so a lot of people have an ESOPs. So I always says it's a easier way if you are looking for a kids education abroad. So keep your dollar, because otherwise there are two sides of the sword. You have a currency variation also and you have a market also. So keep the international funds, because in a dollar, so when they are going abroad, you'll be able to use those dollar fund. So it is not having a currency variations. So most of our clients whose ESOPs and other income is in a dollar, we continue to keep it in international level, because they are able to do when the kids are abroad. Another way is these are the when you have to park, when you have an ESOPs. If you don't have those, lot of time people have done it across, where I have done a balance advantage fund and equity funds and SIP for a long term. And that is the best way to make a good corpus. Even if it is more, you can use for a master's, you can use for a wedding, and otherwise you can gift anyway to do it. That is another way to put it across. Recently, these plans has come, and I have not used the guaranteed income plan. I have used it's called waiver of income plans. So, waiver of income plans is there where you pay the premium and they will start getting the money from 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 kind of it, 4 years. And in something happens to the parents or whoever is a policy person, so for a kid, irrespective of the premiums are not being paid because the person has died, the kid will get it across. So that's a thing which I have taken personally. But nowadays it says that if I have like a retirement plan or guaranteed income plans, which will take care of their all these 8, 9 cents standard onwards, the regularly monthly income. So that's another things people have done. When you are having education, because recently one of the person happened that he may be in early 40s and he met with an accident and he died. Then suddenly that mother came and told me, my kids are in 10th and 12th, Rachna, I am not working. I still don't know what to do, and there is no insurance and there is a lot of EMI of home loan. What to do? So that's another learning for me always. Whenever we wanted to do take care, because all of us want our kids, our family to be happy and taking care of our goals. We don't know, none of us knows how long we are going to stay. So please make sure you have a good term cover, or we call a life cover, which takes care of all the goals, not only education loan, education goal, but every goal of your family, and which is not getting impacted on an overall level. So this is very common. I have seen it is impacted on an education goal when it is not taken a sufficient term cover. So term cover, as I told you, it's very, very important. People normally do it in a three ways. One is called income based. So if I am not there, so my income is not going to come for my family. So next 8 years, whatever my income, I will derive it and then I'll do the present value and I'll say I should take that much of term cover. It can be an expense base also, that this money I'm giving to the home for an expense. So I will take care of the expenses till the spouse 85 years and then take a term cover as a discounting. Third and the last one is what we always say is you should take a goal based. What is the goal? And in case if I'm not there, the goal should be able to achieve. And that is what very, very important. And here we are talking about an education loan, but education goal and not only education goal, your any other goals, please add it across. Make sure your all the assets minus your liabilities plus all goals, you should be able to take that much of term cover. So it's easy for how to make it a SIP for each freedom. So that's what second is.
Hey there. This Independence Day, let's talk about a different kind of freedom. Your financial freedom. Ever dreamed of going on that perfect vacation? Or maybe vacation
Picturing
maybe
your dream
you are
home.
picturing your
How
dream
about
home.
giving your kids
How
the
about
best
giving your
education
kids the
or
best
planning a
education
great
or
retirement?
planning a great
Well,
retirement?
I think so. I'll skip it. I don't know. There's some mistake or something is happening.
All
So I'm just trying to go to the next slide. That is trying to say that how you can achieve with a small SIP or trying to achieve the all the goals, including the kids' education goal. So this is very common today when I've come. Actually, I have a 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and then I came here by the time I was 6:30. And this is the common question everybody says that not only this, most of the people they say, Rachna, why I didn't meet you before because I have already lost the time and all the stuff. The cost of delay is much, much bigger than any investment, I can tell you. So most of the time, you need to say that key start small, but please start because you don't know the power of compounding is like I always say is not only I, everybody, it's the eighth wonder of the world. So if you require, let us say, 37 lakhs starting at the age of 2, so when the kid is 2, so against 80 lakhs when they are 14 years old. So it is so much of difference. It is when you are, let us say, kids are at age 2, so you can start with 19,200 as an SIP. And when the same thing you started when the kid is 6, then you have to start with 33,000. If kid is 8, it is becoming 65, and if it is 14 it is 1,65,000. So as you can see, if you have a less number of time, so this is the normal norm. It is, they always says don't time the market, you stay time in the market. So time in the market is very important, how long you have been staying. If you see all our parents and everybody, they used to have a very clearly, okay, I am putting this LIC which will take care of my kids' education. This is the PPF I will take care, because they were having that by 18 years they will get a lump sum, and they always used to choose the lock-in funds, so they cannot remove it. And when the kids are going education for a degree, masters, and all, they have the money. So please try to do the same thing. When you have a more flexibility, people are removing the money, and then there are power of compounding, and they are not able to achieve. So this is what a lot of time people are saying, that how you can make sure when the kids are small you pay it for them, and then that whatever money is coming you are using it for their fees, and the other most of the time people are saying for even anything else you wanted to take it for. That is the another way, instead of I can say waiver of income. Nowadays people are using this fund quite well. So they said that any of the requirement for them, they are able to take care of this. So this is like you pay for 8 years, 10 years, and then next 10, 20 years, you get the money. Mutual fund is SWP, which starts normally we start with an SIP, and most of the time graduations are divided into 4 years or 3 years, depending on that. So you can say that ki, okay, how much we can start working on SWP when the time you have enough money, and then you start paying across according to the fees. So most of the time, how the asset allocation works, that is also very, very important part of it. Normally, I always says that when you have any goals coming, you should make sure at least 1.5 years back, you should have a liquidity. Very important part of it. Okay. When they started having the near about 2 years, 3 years back, you should start moving to the fund where there is a low volatility. It can be gold, it can be debt, it can be hybrid fund species. Otherwise, you should have a very good equity when they are actually taking care on the first 14, 15 years of their education type of it. Most of the time, three things is coming so common. One is people going to graduation for abroad. It is, I don't recommend, but a lot of time people are doing, and I always says if you're able to manage well and good, because on a graduations normally it's coming around 2 crores odd plus. Okay. Then if it is talking about tuition nowadays, lot of 11th, 12th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th people are doing a tuitions, which is also coming quite high because they have nowadays Allen or physics wala or whatever it is. There are so many things which is like a equal or more than equal to the tuition fees they have. Third things which is recently happened to one of our clients, and when they are, so when you are planning to have an abroad, please try to check the prospectus and other things, find it out like a they have what is the net worth of your clients, because we keep giving this letter to the visa time. UK is the only one place where I have noticed they want the money in their saving bank account. They don't bothered about if it is FD or you have investments. So I have noticed few people they have not able to go because visa didn't come yet. So when you are planning for an education for an abroad, please try to see if it is a Europe, Australia, Singapore, Canada or US. They are taking a portfolios for the net worth, but for a UK it is not. So please try to do. Second thing is how to see that how much you can get a scholarship. Very, very good, especially in the Europe side, you are able to get a good scholarships. There are many flights and others, they give a concessions on the travel and all the stuff. So when you are looking for an abroad, please make these things very, very common. Make sure that you get a good cover before that. I can bet you and tell you, may I have done this all kids education planning so many, and I had a recently a couple who started with, we were around 48 or 50 rupees dollar, and now it is totally different. They said, Rachna, even whatever I can say, I am not able to take care of that. So sometimes it is very important to revisit your plans, especially when because you are planning to go for an abroad, because currency variation is much, much higher than anything else. So most of the time, this is the case study for 14-year plan, that how sometime you can have a lump sum. So what I used to tell people, for every time you do SIP, so whenever the kids get the money from a grandparents or auntie, uncle or birthdays and all the stuff, put lump sum in that and make sure having a good habit of every birthdays you put some money. So it is good to make sure that all that money has been gone and it is gone in the right place and they are able to take care of those part of it. So most of the time, the takeaway for this is to how to make sure the milestone, each milestone. So first milestone start with the graduation, then you have it across the masters. If your kids are still in below 9th standard, so how to take care of 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. If they're planning to do with the tuition, then how you are able to take care of that. Those 4 years is also very, very important. Start doing a step up SIPs. As soon as they're born, it's always good. I always believe that's a better option. Have a regular income or your waiver of income plans, which is giving you 14, 15. They keep giving either 4 years later, or kids plans are like a 16, 50, 14, 15, 16, 17, like that they give. Make sure that whenever the goals are coming 1 year before, you are in a liquid, and before 1.5 years you are already either in hybrid and debt kind of it. Make sure that you have a good term cover part of it.